I blew it, JC. I'm sorry. MJ-12 must want you bad. Locked on the chopper and had the nav computer fly straight in. Blast doors are shut. My weapons are locked. Weapon lock switch is on flight control deck 1. Get me back online or we're dead meat. Careful down there. That fueling equipment was installed by the lowest bidder. One time I had to fly a couple of gas technicians to the emergency room. You just released poison gas into the lower levels. Find a hazmat suit or get out of there.
Wait for him to move again. I could have sworn.
blast doors to the south. I'm gonna launch a missile. Fire in the hole! I have to get clear. Head for the exit and I'll link up with you when I can. You need to find Tracer Tom. He used to drop Paul off in a small compound east of the market. You could start there. Don't lose any time. Your kill switch is 12 hours old.
If you die, our plans will fail. Locate Tracer Tom.
Many fine restaurants buy the meats from me. Have you visited the Lucky Money, for instance? It's below the marketing wall.
Hand-painted china, very authentic.
I work for the butcher too. Everybody is in my market.
I have made other arrangements.
I never fall asleep. I am one of the best watchers.
Let alone. I don't write with a voice. Rules of trial wars. Red Arrow versus Luminous Path.
Just browse.
Do not touch.
Screw you.
Go away.
Please, look around. 2,
Yes, a little something to brighten up the lab.
VersaLife?
How can you tell? Is my hair turning blue?
VersaLife has done much to revitalize the community.
Well, they're always hiring. I guess that's something.
I will wrap them up.
No, I can manage.
Very good. Thank you.
Such a quaint little market.
Watch where you're going.
Perhaps a present for your girlfriend?
Who you looking at? Many publication. What?
Just
I said to stay away.
I'm just looking. Maggie Chow X-Screw.
What do you think of the Luminous Path Triad?
Cowards, soon to be gone. They have to steal weapons because they have lost the traditional arts.
What kind of weapons?
They murdered the Red Arrow leader to get the sword he invented.
How do you invent a sword?
It uses modern technology. I paid the Red Arrow even though the Luminous Path compound is 50 meters away. The Maggie Chow exclusive interview in the Oriental Daily News.
What do you think of the Red Arrow Triad?
They will control all of Wenchai in a few weeks.
You sound certain.
The fighting is not going well for the Luminous Path.
I'm watching you.
Many publications. What's your interest?
Have you heard of Maggie Chow?
A former actress. Well respected. She gives a lot of money to fight drug trafficking and illegal trade.
I do not recognize you.
You want to do business in Wenchai?
We already have an arrangement with the Luminous Path.
Do you want to do business in Wenchai?
I will not be threatened.
Don't think your Luminous Path can protect you.
Get out, now!
As you wish, but don't be surprised if you don't pass your next inspection.
I know people on the health board. They can't be bought.
Perhaps, but they're just like rats. Don't interfere in my business.
Welcome to the Wan Chai Tea House. Anything you like, 12 credits.
What do you think of the triads?
Don't talk to me about triads.
They give you a lot of trouble?
They are punks. Talking all the time about community and traditions, then they fight over technology from a multinational corporation like VersaLife.
How do you know that the sword came from VersaLife?
It has nanotech components. It is self-sharpening or something. I wish they would use it to chop off each other's heads.
Oh my god.
We had the Jiaozi. Very good.
Disgusting.
May I recommend Yunji, most precious tea of China.
The police are worthless.
Small matter to discuss.
Explain.
A disturbance in the tea house. Can you overlook? No injuries, only a prank. I have 55. 65.
Okay, 65.
My own business.
I'm watching
I cannot make deal with strangers.
Can I help you?
What do you know about Maggie Chow?
A famous woman. Used to act in kung fu movies.
What about now?
She has other ambitions. They say she has connections in government, and I have seen her myself in this shop. Have tea with big executives from VersaLife.
She probably has a lot of money to invest.
They were not talking about investments. I overheard. It was biotechnology. She's doing scientific research. I think she has her own office at VersaLife.
Do not touch.
You're next to the compound Paul used to visit, but I don't know who it belongs to. I think I'm clear now. Good thing the NSA invested in stealth technology.
She said no.
Impossible.
She said she has made other arrangements.
But then Otto,
She was very rude.
you know what to do.
Yes, sir.
Don't waste any time.
I can tell them you're a spy and they will kill you. I know the dragon head.
My brother's name is Paul Denton. I heard that he was a frequent visitor to this compound. Do you know him?
The luminous path is close to Guilos.
Paul is no friend of the West.
My name is Gordon Quick. I know your brother, but you are not him. They say you are loyal to UNATCO.
I was, before Paul showed up in New York. A day later, I was helping the NSF.
You want me to take your word? You are in Hong Kong now, and we are businessmen. Paul earned our trust by working with us.
I don't have time for games.
No games. We would like another ally like Paul. The triads are at war, thanks to a woman named Maggie Chow. A sword was stolen from the Red Arrow Triad, and Miss Chow started the war by blaming us, the luminous path.
Why is one sword so important?
It is an extraordinary sword called the Dragon's Tooth. Nanotechnology developed by the Red Arrows for Morida before he was murdered. We know that Chow is a liar, but we have no proof.
I'll go speak to her, but first I need to find a man called Tracer Tong. I need his help.
Mr. Tong deals with businessmen, not beggars or strangers who might be spies. Chow Chow lives at 1313 Tonochi Road. Be observant. Find and examine that sword. It is the evidence we need.
I'll help you against Miss Chow, but then I'll need to see Tong, or I won't be your ally for more than about 12 hours.
The former Red Arrow Reader stole nanotech components from VersaLife.
Paul Denton, I have the blueprints. I must warn you, Oh.
Warn me about what?
I have made a mistake.
Paul's my brother. What's the problem?
No, I have made a mistake. No, I am sorry. I must say nothing. They would kill me.
You can trust me. I really am Paul's brother. You said something about blueprints.
No, I do not know you. Maybe you work for VersaLife.
VersaLife. Good. We're getting closer. You might as well tell me the rest. If I'm gonna kill you, you are already dead.
You paid me, okay? I only did it for the money. I have the blueprints of the VersaLife building, 2,000 credits. And I have the other things he wanted. The scrambler grenade for $12.50 and the thermoptic camo for $4,000.
What did Paul want with VersaLife?
All he said was not to get caught and to tell nobody what I did.
Give me the VersaLife blueprints for 2,000.
Excellent. Tell no one.
I take care of you. Spatial price.
What?
I'm looking for someone called Tracer Tong. Heard the name?
I know you. I know who you are.
Yeah?
You work for the Luminous Path. You should be dead now. But you left Hong Kong just in time.
You have me confused with someone else.
No, it was you. Miss Chow told us. You are the American who helped them steal the sword.
Really,
You cannot stop the Red Arrow. They will control China as they control Hong Kong very soon. You will not leave Hong Kong.
Many bargains at Old China Hand. Everything 8 credits.
Heard the name Tracer Tong?
Tong, yes. Friend of Luminous Path Triad. And by extension, enemy of the Red Arrow.
What's his reputation among the locals?
Sure, by fair. Very well connected. You want to buy biomechanical augmentation?
Just curious. Is there a lot of crime in Hong Kong?
Much more than before, yes. Now it's very easy for the smugglers.
What kind of smugglers?
Slaves, heroin, biotech.
Is there really a slave trade?
Oh, sure. There's a lucky money underneath Wen Chai, the Red Arrow headquarters. Of their girls, they are kidnapped in Thailand or the Philippines. Not a pretty business.
What sort of biotech smuggling goes on?
Mostly VersaLife, the golden triangle of biotech.
Why would a multinational corporation smuggle their products on sampans?
Import restrictions in many places. The United States, European countries.
On what?
Certain genetic advances, laboratory organisms, also tiny computers in your tissue.
What's VersaLife trying to develop?
Everything, the second man.
The Second Men?
English author, Olaf Stepton. You have not read?
Afraid not.
Last and the First Man. History of 19 species of human beings. I can't believe you do not know this book.
I'm not big into books. You know of a Maggie Chow?
Maggie Chow, a bad character. Before she was an actress. Now she's everywhere in Hong Kong politics. They say that she's a spy.
Who does she spy for?
No one knows. Somebody paid her a lot of money once, and one of the rare airs ended up floating in the canal. Dangerous to talk about.
Not advisable for tourists to visit the canals at night. Come by in the morning. Sampan rides, 5 credits.
$50.
75.
Both 75.
Double UO globe, original 1 kilo bricks, pure, 90 for both.
Hey, you!
Who's that?
You made a big mistake, homeboy.
Good evening, sir.
Slow night?
Not at all. Everyone requires sampan now that the Triads destroyed Canal Road Tunnel.
Why'd they do that?
Fighting in the tunnels, sir. 5 nights ago, now it is caved in and flooded.
That must have hurt the shops in Wan Chai.
People have died. Yesterday, 4 Europeans arrived, treasure hunters. They are here to dive in the ruins and loot the bodies.
Must be the year of the vulture.
It is an ugly business, but a profitable one. They have given me a commission if I can sell the weapon mods they have already recovered. I have modifications for accuracy, reload, and recoil for 750, 600, and 400.
I'll take the accuracy mod for 750.
Very good.
I was walking here.
I bet you come from the market. That's where I want to go. My mother said there's too much fighting. I have to stay here.
You are an unfamiliar face on Tonochi Road.
I'm here on business from Gordon Quick.
You are here to speak to Miss Chow, perhaps. Half a block down on the left.
Thank you.
The woman is a snake. Believe nothing she says.
Welcome to Queen's Tower. You may use the residential directory computer if you know how.
Maggie Chow wants to see me. I assume that's her hotel across the street?
That is correct.
How do I get up to see her?
The main elevator. Maggie Chow would be angry if you arrive any other way. You are a tourist? Visit the Lucky Money while you're in Wang Chai.
Strangers in Hong Kong should stay near the market.
I myself have been watching Miss Chow. She just met with Max Chen, leader of the Red Arrow. You may go about your business.
I'm looking for a way into this building.
Use front of building. Only triad use sidewalk living back.
Good advice.
You missed them. They left over an hour ago. Guess they're painting up there. Saw it on their boots when they came out.
You have 20 credits, mister.
What for?
I will be honest. It is crash. A big crash. I just need a little for the pain.
Hey, you're this far into withdrawal. Maybe it's time you kick the habit.
How can you? Why so cruel?
It's for your own good.
You awful man. I hope you die very soon.
I'm looking for Maggie Chow.
You must be Mr. Denton. Miss Chow has been expecting you. She is waiting in the living room. Please follow me. I will accompany you. The floor coverings were made by hand in Tibet. Mother Chow, Mr. J.C. Denton.
In the flesh. As dark and serious as his brother.
You know who I am. And Paul? You know my brother?
Intimately. Call me Maggie.
Paul never mentioned you.
That is why he is still alive. He can keep a secret even from his own brother.
But why...
Paul told you about Majestic XII, correct? The conspiracy behind UNATCO?
Just the name.
Majestic XII sent Paul to murder the former Red Arrow leader. And me too.
And he double-crossed them?
Rest to say, I persuaded him to join our side.
What does Majestic XII want with the Red Arrow?
We are winning the Triad War against Majestic XII's ally, the Luminous Path. We were developing a new technology. You might have heard about a sword?
The Dragon's Tooth, right?
The Triads settle disputes in contests of skill, which includes the crafting of weapons. The Dragon's Tooth would have made us unstoppable.
So Majestic XII, they're trying to tip the balance, give the Luminous Path a technological advantage.
Exactly. I tried to warn the people of the danger. And the Luminous Path calls me a liar. The police have all the evidence they need to settle this, locked up in the station at the Wanchai Market, but they will not act. Go and see. I know the code to their vault. 87342.
It's only fair to tell you that I spoke with Gordon Quick before coming here. I thought he was a friend of my brother's. I agreed to visit you and learn the truth of the situation.
Yes, you were seen. The new Red Arrow leader is Max Chen, and you don't have to go to the Lucky Money for him to know your activities. Now tell me about Paul. Why did he not return?
Paul's on his way to Hong Kong. I don't know when he will arrive.
Then you must think for yourself. In Hong Kong, the truth is seldom kept in plain sight. From up here, the city is scenery, a mountain that never changes. But everywhere the sands are shifting. We cannot know who to trust. The police, even our own families.
I could look around, try to learn something about the Luminous Path.
All the necessary evidence is at the police station in Wanchai Market. If only the police would act. The Luminous Path are easy prey.
Take a look around.
The Luminous Path are easy prey. All Majestic XII must do is wave some money under their noses.
Greetings, J.C. Denton. I have been observing you through this fascinating device in your skull. You have found the proof we needed. The dragon's tooth sword. There, inside the glass case. If you wish to be my ally, you will retrieve the sword and await my instructions.
Ms. Chow, we are reassigning you temporarily. Put the long-term agenda on hold until VersaLife has met its deadline. It will be months and probably years before the Red Arrow can influence Beijing, whereas, well, I'm sure you heard about my appointment. We are in position to make a grab for Washington. We can't let this one slip through our fingers. Make sure the process stays on schedule.
If you can make peace among the triads, then perhaps I can help you in your difficulties.
Did anybody else hear something?
Welcome to Queen's Tower.
I bet you come from the market. That's where
Strangers in Hong Kong.
I myself have been watching mischief.
Not advisable for tourists.
Give that back. Hey!
Do not touch. authentic China. Very authentic.
The mall area is perfectly safe. If you want a good time, I recommend the Lucky Money.
Leather boots. For you, 25 credits admission.
No thanks.
Hey man, where you from?
The States.
We're from Australia.
On vacation?
Let's just wait for Russ.
He's kinda cute. What's your name?
JC. Is this a good club?
Oh, totally. And it's a Red Arrow place? They get everything real cheap. Look, can we ask a big favor?
Sure.
My friend and I. It's so silly. We left our credit cards at the hotel. Think you could get us in?
How much do you need?
Only 20 each. We get in for 20.
Sure.
Right, you like to dance then? Let's go.
You're so bad. Thanks for getting me in.
Let's go.
Hello. 100 credits. A pleasing companion.
Where can I find Max Chen?
Check at the bar, kid. Hello.
Good evening. Hello there. Great place here.
Isn't it? People have the wrong idea about the tribes, you know.
In what way?
They run the economy. The black market prices in clubs like this let people have a good time.
Hello.
Thanks for getting me in.
I'm not your type.
I just want to ask a few questions.
Look, I was here first. Chen told me himself. If there's a job, I get it.
What kind of job?
Just back off. I got fired at the quick stop next door without even a warning, and I need cash.
Tough luck.
Yeah, well, I gotta get them back. And unlock into their computer. It's management, password, code 324. One Blake's night. I'm gonna stick it there and search all their records.
What's a quick stop cashier doing working for the Red Arrow?
And working it.
Hello. Thanks for getting me in.
Hello.
Thanks for getting me in.
That was so cool, man. Thank you so much. Do you know Max Chen? He runs this place.
No problem. We go way back. Wanna dance?
Bet you've got some moves I haven't seen before.
There's only one way to find out.
Let me loosen up a bit. Mind if I borrow 10 credits to get a drink?
Sorry. You have to fend for yourself.
I'll pay you back.
I got you in. I'm not paying for anything else.
Don't have to get knocky. Jeez.
Hello.
Thanks for getting me in.
Hey man, you blocked the view.
I've never seen so many troopers. They must be close to a breakthrough.
Which division?
Maybe all of them. Something fundamental. I saw guards in biotech too.
I think it's just the UC.
They've had that for weeks.
word has gotten out. Every engineer on the planet,
VersaLife already has the best security in the industry.
even my game programmer friend in Texas offered me 1 million credits for 1 hour on the UC. Wanted to make the game of life with buckyballs. Joking, of course. We do not wish to be disturbed.
Mind if I ask what you were talking about?
You with the company?
It just sounded interesting. Troops. At a corporation?
Not your affair. Please do not intrude.
Stay in the dance area. I do not like the way you...
I don't like being in the dark.
What do you mean?
Everything's so compartmentalized.
A pain, I know. But all it takes is one leak to the net, and there goes our work into the public domain.
It's more like the way you'd organize a prison camp than a laboratory.
Let's not get melodramatic.
I've spent months making this rotor for sorting calcium ions, and I don't even know what it's for.
Kaczynski was right about the division of labor. I'll give it that much. Want another drink?
Who puts the pieces together?
Someone who makes a lot more money than we do.
Hi. Don't you like to dance? I feel silly. You look good.
Gangsters! They're all gangsters! They were cutting him and laughing and stabbing their swords.
Shake it!
Yeah!
Move it! I spill my drink!
That's part.
Out of my face!
My friend and I were about to leave.
Hi ho, sir.
Beer is 15. Wine is 120.
Can I ask you something?
What do you want to know?
Despite all I've read about the triads, I wasn't prepared to see them operating in the open, on the streets, and wearing uniforms. Doesn't the Chinese government care?
The Chinese leave Hong Kong alone. They barricade the roads to control trade to the mainland, but they know how business is done.
I would think the secret smuggling operations of the triads would disturb the Chinese government.
Maybe the luminous path, but China knows that the red arrow of business owners, entrepreneurs, community leaders, and that they protect the city from outside influences.
You said outside influences. What does China fear?
China is the last sovereign country in the world. Authoritarian but willing, unlike the UN governed countries, to give its people the freedom to do what they want.
As long as they don't break the law.
Listen to me. This is real freedom. Freedom to own property, make a profit, make your life. The West, so afraid of strong government, now has no government, only financial power.
Our governments have limited power by design.
Rhetoric? You believe it? Don't you know where these slogans come from?
I give up.
Well-paid researchers. How do you say it? Think tanks? Funded by big businesses. What is there? A think tank?
Hardly as sinister as a dictator, like China's premier.
With privately funded propaganda. The Trilateral Commission in the United States, for instance.
The separation of powers acknowledges the petty ambitions of individuals. That's its strength.
A system organized around the weakest qualities of individuals will produce the same qualities in its leaders.
Perhaps certain qualities are an inseparable part of human nature.
The mark of the educated man is the suppression of these qualities in favour of better ones. The same is true of civilization.
I'm looking for Max Chen.
Is that so? What is it about?
Maggie Chow sent me.
Oh, the beautiful Miss Maggie. You'll find the door just behind me.
I'll get a drink later.
You see, my class, where in the U.S. either you have nothing or you have everything. And the women
sure, I don't mind needles. Toom schmooma. Experiment. I like experiments. Gift to science. Nano-augmented transcription. That'll do the trick. Don't talk. We'll feed you the Garkians. Gift to science.
I think management. We're having a private
We do not wish to be disturbed.
14 karat gold, actually. Not my style at all. Excuse me, sir. This room is off limits to club patrons. I suggest you leave.
It's okay. I'm here to see Max Chen. He'll expect me.
An American. I hope he likes what you have to say. Currently, we have no work for American-style gangster.
I want nothing to do with Wallows.
Remain in here only as long as your business requires. Isaac is letting anybody back here these days. We are having a meeting. Please, our patience is limited.
You must be Max Chen.
So?
I have found something in Miss Chow's apartment that might interest you.
Is that so?
The sword was never destroyed. It was stolen, and she is the one who stole it.
Preposterous.
I have it right here.
But Miss Chow?
She works for a group called Majestic XII. She's using you and the Red Arrow for her own ends.
No, you must be mistaken.
Think about it. She murders your predecessor, hides the sword, pushes the Red Arrow into the war with the Luminous Path, and then, what next? The Triads are weakened and an outside group seizes power. Sound far-fetched?
Oh, there must be an explanation.
Perhaps you should meet with the leaders of the Luminous Path.
Perhaps. For now, take them this message. I will stop hostilities until I have completed an investigation.
Boss,
what is it?
Marty at the door said we have trouble. Soldiers coming in. She said there was some kind of mech.
MJ-12 troops. They must have followed me.
Say your business and go.
You led them here. You should have been more careful.
Who are you?
I like your jacket.
There was a shootout. Please clear the mall.
Many fine restaurants buy their meats from me. Have you visited the Lucky Money, for instance? It's below the market in the mall.
Welcome to the One Chai Tea House.
Never mind.
I did it.
Did anybody see?
Yeah, I think so.
It doesn't matter. We got her payment, plus interest. Get back and see if she runs something.
Okay. Go away.
You're right. Maggie Chow is a con artist. You have proof? Yes, I found the sword in her apartment. Good. Inform the Red Arrow Dragon Head. Then we will see who is the real traitor. I've already been to the Lucky Money. Max Chen has declared a truce between the Red Arrow and the Luminous Path. A truce? Are you certain? Majestic XII attacked the club. I think he would consider forming an alliance. Mr. Denton, you are the man I hoped you were. Tracer Tong is inside, in his laboratory below the compound. The door is in our sparring room. He will know what to do next. To enter our compound, use the code 1997.
Do not interrupt us with questions.
While you are here, observe the laws of the triad.
We will check with the Dragon Head about whether you...
You must have won great favor with the Dragon Head.
You must be JC. Tong will see you now. Mr. Tong, you know my brother Paul Denton.
Yes, a reliable man. So your kill switch has been activated.
I feel fine, but it's been over 16 hours.
See how easily our technologies turn on us? The more power you think you have, the more quickly it slips from your hands.
Can you do something about it?
That will depend. You, like your brother, are an extraordinary piece of technology. I never pass up the chance to try a new blade, but I fear at the crucial moment I may lift up my arm to strike and you will twist free of my grasp.
In other words, I'll owe you a favor.
Indeed, as will your friend Mr. Jacobson, a man of much useful knowledge. He arrived in Hong Kong shortly after you did. I was forced to keep him in custody until I could verify his identity and his loyalties.
I assume he checked out.
I believe he is sincere. Now, go down the stairs to the operating platform, and I will examine your systems.
Please, complete your business and then go.
Just step inside the chamber.
Tong is in the operating theater.
You took a big risk following me here. Thanks.
When you believe in something, you've just got to do it.
How'd you find Tom so quickly?
Turns out I knew him all along. tt_undernet.0924.243.886. I posted a message to the board and he contacted me himself.
Any news from Jaime?
No sign of him yet. I hope he made it.
Yeah, me too. Did you ever dig up anything about this Daedalus character? I'm still hearing from him.
Actually, I did, sort of. Crypto says Daedalus was supposedly a government AI project, also known as Echelon 4.
Supposedly?
I'm getting this from anonymous crypto boards. Daedalus was supposed to be the old content recognition problem in surveillance. It was a program that could search all the terabytes of intercepted messages for subversive content.
So, what happened?
Never panned out as far as I know. The problem was just too hard. They blew through a lot of taxpayer money that finally had to scrap the whole project.
So the thing that's talking in my head is, what, resurrected AI?
I wish I knew. Tong has connection. You should scope out the labs for upgrades.
Stay right there. Success. Come back to the control room.
That's it?
A simple switch, as they call it.
Have you heard from Paul?
On his way, according to smuggler in New York. He will be fine. Meanwhile, we still face the likelihood of a triad war here in Hong Kong.
Quick and Chen declared a truce just a few minutes ago.
A good bit of diplomacy, I admit, but it won't hold. Not with the sword left to be fought over.
I think they'll be slow to anger with Maggie Chow out of the picture.
No. In their system, the sword is a doomsday weapon, a temptation. We must recover the ramen coding from VersaLife and make it available to both triads.
So that's all you expect in the way of a favor? A little corporate espionage?
The first of many favors. Remember, I saved your life. Now pay attention. The VersaLife elevator north of the market will require an employee number. Try 06288. Once inside, find Mr. Hundley, the shift supervisor. He can be persuaded to give you access to the labs.
Hundley.
You will find him receptive. He is the corrupt official who sold the Red Arrow the technology to begin with.
I'll find the ramen coding, but I'm not your henchman. I'll help you as long as we have a mutual interest.
If you choose to fight Majestic 12, you will need an ally. We will have a mutual interest for some time. In fact, I took the liberty of setting up a computer account for you. Login JC Denton. Password Sanctuary. feel free to use the machine in my office. We have much to offer one another if we